I mean, it's not like it's not a 60 minutes interview. It's just, you know.
Here's the voice of the Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Carterville High School tonight as the Carterville Lions take it on the Massac County Patriots here in a river-to-river Ohio Division Conference game, trying to avenge a loss from back on January 9th. One of the three losses this Carterville Lions team has suffered this year when they were beat at Massac 75-69. John Homan alongside Brian R. Powell back at the studio. Boy, it sure would be nice if the Lions could get a win here tonight.
Well, I think so. It would be a little bit of retribution, so to speak. Get back on the winning side against a team that beat you earlier in the year, or earlier this year. And I think, you know, when you're a good team like Carterville is, 25-3, you certainly remember games like that very well. And it's, you know, you want to do something about it.
Absolutely. And it was a game in which, for Massac County, you had Deke Carruthers that finished with 16 points, which was quite a bit over his average. But then on the other side of it, you had Jude Harmon, who couldn't miss that night. He finished with 34. Those two combined are really what gave Massac that win.
Patriots are always dangerous on their home floor. They don't always win, but they certainly are pretty potent at times. taking down a lot of good ball clubs on their home floor. And sometimes you just have one of those nights where your shooters are not missing very much, and they like the home cooking, as they say.
Carterville, as we said, 25. This team has 25 wins.
What, tied for most wins? Is that
yeah,
right?
6 times. This is the 6th time in school history a Carterville team has had 25 wins.
Well, I think that's going to change tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the record is. I didn't ask him what the record for wins is. I'll ask him post-game tonight.
Okay.
We will talk about that.
I thought 25 was the record.
No,
Maybe
20.
Not.
I think. I'll misspeak.
We'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Massac comes into tonight. They are 11-12 overall. They are 3-4 in Ohio Division Conference play. Both teams are out on the floor here this evening. We got a lot to talk about. The regional pairings came out today. There was an IHSA rule change that was made as pertains to football. We'll talk about that at some point during the broadcast tonight. We've already got a final tonight. Heron gets a win over Gateway. That game just got over, and that was an early start.
Early start, started at 62-53. Heron won that one. Had a really low-scoring game at halftime. Another early start in Goreville. They were leading Chester-Blair only by 24-23 at the half. I haven't received an update on that one yet, but that's a surprise because Goreville pretty much just ran rampant over the teams in the Black Diamond West the first half.
John, Carterville's coming off a win 56-43, but one of the things that happened in that game that the Lions haven't had to deal with is the fact that forward Harper Lustenberger injured an ankle. Did have a chance to talk to Harper a little bit earlier. He is not playing tonight. However, he is doing much, much better than he was Tuesday night. Said it feels good, and he's going to be setting out a couple of games. In his place tonight, Amarion Adams finished with 8 points, playing in his place when he came in there in the second quarter and did just a really good job.
Yeah, I mean, this is an opportunity for Amarion to step up and really provide some key minutes and some help on the front line in place of Harper and be the senior leader that we know he can be.
Both teams continue to go through their pregame warm-ups. We're going to take our first break here on our pregame show. When we come back, you're going to hear from the head coach of the Carterville Lions. Shane Hawkins is next here on News Radio WJPF.
Back with
It's come to town tonight. You got to win this conference game tonight.
Yeah, you got 2 left. We've put ourselves in a position where we're in control of our own destiny as far as a conference championship, and this happens to be the biggest game of the year because it's the present one, and we can clinch a share tonight, and then we'll deal with next week. But yeah, anytime you play conference games on those 8 Friday nights, or I think we have 7 Friday nights and a Tuesday this year, but those are the nights we're where you make your money. And so it's we know we had struggled down there. We didn't play great. We scored it, but we didn't shoot it well. We still scored it well, but we just didn't defend. And they had 2 guys go get career nights, had career highs against us, and they made a bunch of shots that night. And some you get that on the road. So we have to be better defensively, knowing that they're going to take some tough shots, but they're probably going to make a lot of tough shots too. So we have to be able to just to make it as hard as we possibly can for them defensively, and then finish it with a rebound and see if we can't get in transition and go.
Should be nice to get some home cooking here tonight.
Yeah, it's we've played a little bit at home here. Played more home in February than we did the rest of the season.
True.
But that's the way it goes sometimes. And I think what it's done is it's made us tougher mentally, especially when we go on the road. We're not really fazed by a whole lot on the road. We've got 10 road wins, true road wins, and not a lot of teams can say that. And that's a rare feat in high school basketball where you get 10 of them on the road. And but I think being able to go win in some of those places has given us a little bit of kind of a mental toughness, the aspect of what it takes to win on the road, and now you just carry that over into playing at home.
Coming out of the Harrisburg game, something that this team hasn't had to deal with is the fact that Harper got hurt. How do you handle that with him tonight?
Yeah, it's the old adage, next guy up, and it shortens our bench a little bit, but that's all right. I think we've done a pretty good job of trying to give our guys rest, know that we'll be a man who plays 24, 25, or 26 minutes a game. We're without him, and we'll go with Amarion, who has started before and played a lot of minutes at different points. So, now it changes us a little bit, but it also gives us a little bit more length too. And he did some really good things at Harrisburg. Hopefully that gave him a little bit more confidence going in down to the home stretch here.
Coach, just before we get into this, before we wrap it up, the pairings came out today. What were your thoughts on that? Yeah,
I thought we were the 1 seed going in. I thought that was us using the whole body of work and what we've done. And you're 25-3, and you'll see it here in about 3 weeks or 4 weeks when they start talking NCAA tournament. It's the body of work. It's what you've done. Who have you beat? Who are your best wins, and do you have any really bad losses? And I guess from a record standpoint, our bad loss is Massac because they're 10-12. But as most people in Southern Illinois know, they're still good, and it's really a hard place to win. And they were better than us that night. There's no question about it. And I'm sure Benton thought that they should be the 1 seed because they beat Massac, they beat us, they beat Murphy, but they beat Murphy without Kimion, and that changes them completely. But I thought our wins at Goreville, at Murphy with Kimion, at Pinckneyville, and then you beat Nashville at home. I think those 4 wins that's what you're looking for, something to separate when you get into tight situations about a seed. It's who are your best wins, and you start kind of lining up best wins. We've beaten 3 teams that have over 20 wins. Steelville just got their 20th the other night, so Steelville's got 20. Nashville's got 20, and I had another one. I didn't know who it is that had 20, but there was 3 of them. Goreville. So they have, you got 3 teams that are really good, and they all have 20 wins, and we're able to get wins over them. So, but like we told our guys today, when I guess it came out yesterday, we would be the 1 seed. And we talked a little bit before practice that all that does is anytime you have a number in front of your name, that just makes the target bigger. And once we get into that in a couple of weeks, it's not about the number on the side. It's about who plays better for that hour and a half or 2 hours on that night. That's who wins. It's not that number beside you. All that does is provide extra motivation for the team that has the lower number or the higher number. And that's a couple of weeks away. We got a championship to win here within the conference, and we got a chance to at least get a share of it tonight.
Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Coach Shane Hawkins joining us on our pregame show. Your thoughts on what Coach said?
Well, he's right. I mean, you're always going to have a bullseye on your back when you're the number 1 seed, right? And a lot of good teams just would prefer it that way. You just bring them on. That's the mentality you have to have. And the Lions have done a little sputtering at times down the stretch. Tonight would be an opportunity to start getting things back to the way they were playing early to mid part of the season. And so that's what Coach Hawkins is looking for tonight. He's looking for a little bit more consistency with the shooting, the scoring, and better defense.
That's John Homan. I'm Dave McKenzie. We'll take a break and return here as the Lions prepare to take on Massac County on News Radio, WJPF.
Are you looking?
Back at Carterville High School, Dave McKenzie, John Homan with you. Brian R. Powell back at the studio as the Massac County Patriots 11-12 on the season. They gave the Lions one of their 3 losses on the year. The Lions tried to avenge that here tonight and pick up their 26th win of the season. We're going to go on and take our final break on our pregame show. When we come back, it's the starting lineups and the tip-off. The Massac County Patriots and the Carterville Lions next on News Radio WJPF.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school.
Well done by the Carterville Band here tonight on the National Anthem. We're glad to have you with us here on News Radio WJPF. As always, the video stream is up and rolling here in front of a good crowd. Massac County and the Carterville Lions. Massac in their road blues with the red numbers. And for Coach Joe Hossman, starting lineup tonight, number 4, the 6'2 junior guard forward. Number 4, he had 16 the last time these two teams played. That's D. Carruthers. Number 10, the 6'3 junior guard, Jude Harmon, who finished with 34 in their upset win of the Lions. Number 11, the 6'5" senior guard, Eli Brown, who finished with 4 back in the first meeting. Number 22, the 6'1" freshman guard, Walt Windhorst, who had 3 in the previous meeting. And finally, the 6'3" senior center, number 44, Mike Jones, who finished with 2 back in that January 9th matchup. Carruthers, Harmon, Brown, Windhorst, Jones, the starting 5 for Joe Hossman and the Massac County Patriots.
So I think if you're a Lions fan, you want to see a little bit more consistency, like they started to show earlier this week at Harrisburg. Play better than they did at Chester, which they did Tuesday night. So get that consistency going, build on that, and try to come away with a nice win here at home.
Carterville, of course, coming off that win at Harrisburg, 56-43. After tonight, only 1 regular season game left on the schedule, and that'll be 1 week from tonight when the Lions host the Murfreesboro Red Devils. Tonight with a win, the Lions can clinch at least a share of the Ohio Division Conference title here tonight. And of course, we found out that regionals come out. Carterville, the number 1 seed in the Massac County Regional. They will play the winner of El Dorado, West Frankfort. That would be a February 25th game. Wednesday game at Massac County.
Yes, be a week from this Wednesday. And so you're right. Frankfort's the higher seed than El Dorado. Carterville's already played Frankfort, not played El Dorado. But either way, the Lions will be heavily favored in that semifinal game.
We mentioned Harper Lustenberger getting hurt at Harrisburg. Amarion Adams gets the start tonight for Coach Shane Hawkins, the 6'6" senior. He had 8 points off the bench to replace Harper on the road at Harrisburg. The 5'9" sophomore guard, number 2, Max Lustenberger. The 6'1" junior guard, number 20, Zach Snow, averaging 10.9 a game. Number 21, Colton Hawkins, the 6'4" senior guard, averaging 15 a game. And Maddox Gully, number 25, the 5'10" junior guard, who averages 11 points a ball game. So it's Max Lustenberger, Amarion Adams, Zach Snow, Colton Hawkins, Maddox Gully, the starting 5 for the Carterville Lions as they take on the Patriots here tonight. Patriots the first to hit the floor. Nice crowd on a Friday night. Carterville on the far side from our location, Massac fans to our left. Lions always the last to break the huddle, always, seems like. And they do. Here come the starting 5 for Coach Shane Hawkins. And the Lions, Shane Hawkins, 167 and 128 in his 10th season with the Carterville Lions. It's going to be Amarion Adams and Mike Jones. They're going to square off for the jump. Officials look around, thumbs up all around.
I'm predicting a big game for Amarion tonight, Dave.
And he wins the opening tip, and we are underway. Carterville moving left to right in the home whites with the orange numbers down the side. As Maddox Gully runs the point for Coach Shane Hawkins. He has the basketball, takes it around a screen from Hawkins, bounce pass to Adams, who bumps his way to the block. And his pass picked off, and a turnover on the Lions. Massac County, Carruthers, he's got an open 3, that's off the mark. Already a difference from when these two teams played before, because D. Carruthers got things going early for Massac County. Foul is going to be called on Mike Jones. It's going to be the first on Jones. Carterville, their second possession of the game. Maddox Gully, top of the key, brings it here to the right side, dumps it down low to Adams, off the glass. The bucket's good for Amarion Adams. And a foul on the Patriots.
Nice body lean there as he put it off the glass and in.
Eli Brown picks up his personal. Amarion, who had 8 points at Harrisburg on Tuesday night. His and one is clean. And Amarion gives the Lions a 3-0 lead here. Just a minute in. D. Carruthers to Eli Brown, and now here's Jude Harman. Harman with snow on him defensively. Takes it to the free throw line. The jumper, no good. Tipped around, long rebound, out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Patriots. So triggering in. Eli Brown lobs it up. Mike Jones gets it, now feeds it back to Carruthers. D dishes it off to Jude Harman. Harman top of the key. Over to Brown. Brown back to Harman. Jude gets to the free throw line. Little leaner in is good for Jude Harman. So a 3-2 ball game. Carterville the 1-point lead. Gully bounce past the snow. He drives the baseline, bumps into the paint, puts it up. It rolls off, no good. Hawkins the rebound and the putback for Carterville.
Good effort there by Colton getting that offensive rebound.
5-2 Carterville. So Harman, bounce pass over to the right side. Eli Brown feeds it up top to Carruthers. Carruthers drives in, just off the elbow on the right side. Pulls up the dribble, gets it back to Brown. Brown drives in, kicks it to Carruthers. D down the baseline, off the block. Adams gets the block on Carruthers, comes right back to D. And another opportunity to reset now. Jude Harman between the leg dribble with Snow. Defensively, man-to-man D by the Lions, 5:40 remaining. Carterville a 3-point lead. Harman to Mike Jones. He misses the layup. Carterville gets the rebound. That was Adams that got the board. Gully to the glass, gets fouled.
Second on Brown, I believe. Yep. Not a shooting foul. I would have thought that might have been in the act because he's in the air.
I thought so as well. There's Snow. It's open for three. Zach Snow. Zach, 56% shooter from the field. It's his first field goal. 5:16 remaining. 6-point lead for Carterville. These two teams met back January 9th. Massac got the win 75-69. You score 69 points in a high school game and you lose. That tells you how the game went. In the paint for the Patriots. The putback from Eli Brown's no good. Carterville gets the rebound. Here comes Gully. Maddox to the rim, got loose. The layup is good for Maddox Gully. Timeout called by Coach Joe Hossman. He wants to talk to his Patriots. 4:44 remaining. The Lions have an 8-point lead. They're up 10-2 on News Radio. WJPF back in 60.
Don't let the name fool you.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, where they offer programs for infants to school-age children, as well as pre-K and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere at Malone's Early Learning Center. Good start by the Lions.
Absolutely, very quick out of the gate. The offense is clicking so far.
Jude Harman drives in, and a foul is going to be called on Max Lustenberger. It's going to be the first on Max. So Massac County has the basketball, baseline left. Adams, good defense on the point, forces the turnover. That's Massac's first turnover of the game. The runner with Gully is good.
Excellent pass from Zach Snow on the assist.
So Lions 10-point lead now. 12-2. Completely different start from what we saw in the first matchup. Carruthers can't get his runner to go. And Adams, another rebound. He's been strong here early. Snow, another three opportunity. Cans it for the Lions. 6 from Zach Snow. 2 3-pointers. Carterville up 15-2. They're on a roll.
And Fuego.
And Zach Snow, believe, picks up his first foul. It's the reach in by Zach. It's the first personal, second team foul on the Lions. Coming out of the game, Walt Windhorst and Mike Jones for Coach Joe Hossman, who has a conversation with his players as they come to the bench. D. Carruthers takes the inbound pass, feeds it down low. That's Brown. Kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson's mid-range jumper is good. That's Landon Thompson, who just came into the game.
How about that for Encino off the bench?
15-5. How about that?
Zach just missed a 3-ball, looks like.
Jude Harmon. Harmon, the junior guard. He's an outstanding player. Kicks it over corner left, the 3. That was off the front of the iron. Carterville gets a board. Here comes Max Lustenberger behind the back to Hawkins. An open 3 for Colton. That was short, and the rebound pulled down by Landon Thompson of Massac County. Dishes it off to Brown. Eli over to Carruthers toward the right corner. Brings it up off the right wing. Left-hand pass, top of the key. Over to the left side. Brown wants the baseline, takes it, puts it up, and off the glass and good. Eli Brown, his first field goal. He's got 2. Little run by Massac here. 15-7 Lions. Gully to the glass. Can't finish. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is going to give it to the Patriots. (15-7) our score. 2:40 to play here in the first quarter. Carterville trying to pick up their 26th win of the season. Jude Harmon, shot blocked. Good defense by the Lions. Second turnover on the Patriots. Snow for 3. That doesn't go. And another rebound by Massac County's Landon Thompson. Carruthers crosses the timeline. Right side, Harmon faked the 3. Top of the key to Carruthers. Carruthers just left of the circle, spins into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, and Amarion Adams picks up his first personal.
So nice little surge by the Patriots, trying to get back in the game. Trailing by 8, they can cut it to 6 right here with a couple of free throws, Dave.
D. Carruthers, the junior guard, 16 against the Lions back in January, misses the free throw. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling for men, women, and children, offering cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome on South Division Street in Carterville. Second from the left-hander, D. Carruthers for Massac County. No good again. Dante Wilson gets the rebound for Carterville. Here's Hawkins. Colton behind the back on Carruthers. Dumps it over toward the corner left. That's Max Lustenberger. He gets down the baseline, tried to feed it to Dante Wilson, turnover number 2 on the Lions. Outlet to Carruthers, who got by the defense. D. Carruthers, his first field goal comes here at the 1:44 mark of the first quarter. Gully to Max Lustenberger. He drives, floats it up with the right hand, no good. Long rebound, pulled down by Zach Maurer. To Carruthers, the layup, no good. Maurer, the putback, in good for Massac County.
Oh, they're hot all of a sudden, aren't they?
They are. They pulled to within 4. 15-11. Carterville's scoreless in the last couple of minutes. Gully's jumper no good, and another rebound by Maurer for the Patriots.
Yeah, Lions ice cold all of a sudden.
Harmon drives in, ball slapped out. Last touched by Harmon. Turnover number 3 on the Patriots. So with 65 seconds remaining, Carterville, a 4-point lead. Maddox Gully between the circles, reverses away from Carruthers, hangs in the air, uses his body and gets the bucket. Maddox Gully with 6 here in the first. Back to a 6-point lead for Carterville. 42 seconds remaining. Carruthers Looks down low, throws it over to the far side. That's Maurer. And a foul away from the ball against the Patriots. It's going to be on Landon Thompson. The turnover, number 4 on the Patriots. So Carterville more than likely to hold for the final shot here. Jonathan Miller crosses from left side to the right side. Max Lustenberger reverses to the left side. Dante Wilson baseline right. Hawkins hash right. Gully between the circles. Skip pass way over the head of Max Lustenberger, and that's a turnover the Lions didn't need right there.
It's little things that you have to get better at, be more consistent at. You're getting toward the postseason. You're a good team. You don't throw the ball away when you're holding it for the last shot.
Third turnover on Carterville with 10 seconds left. Harmon in the backcourt. Miller on him defensively trying to cut him off. Does with 5, with 4. Down low, the turnover. Patriots turn it over for the 5th time. Shot at the buzzer. No! That ends the first quarter of action. Lions have a 6-point lead. They are up 17-11 here on News Radio WJPF.
It's the restaurant you've heard.
Playing up at Centralia. Marion's worst loss of the year was at home against Centralia by 10. After one quarter play, Centralia 13, Marion 1. Wow, that's a shocker to me.
After 1. Snow's 3. Good for Zach Snow.
He's 3 out of 5 from deep.
He's got 3 threes here tonight. 9 points for Zach. 20-11, 9-point lead for the Lions. Carruthers bumps into Wilson, forces his way in, and the bucket's going to count as Dante Wilson picks up the personal foul. It's going to be the first on Dante. Carruthers now with 4 points and a chance at the 3-point play. We're going to get to see Deed Carruthers on the football field and on the basketball court next year again. The junior misses the free throw.
He's not very good at free throws. At least not tonight. 0 for 3. Yeah, he's a good athlete.
He is.
No doubt about that.
Driving in, Hawkins in the air, curls it to Max Lustenberger. Little finger roll for Max. Beautiful assist from Colton Hawkins.
I don't know how he saw him. It's like he was hanging in the air forever.
22-13, back to the 9-point lead. Carruthers in trouble. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson over to the left side to Brown. Top of the key to Carruthers. Carruthers bumps in. Shot blocked from behind by Hawkins. Turnover number 6 on the Patriots. Here comes Colton to Max Lustenberger. Carruthers hits the floor hard. Gully drives in, got free, shot partially blocked. Good defense by Eli Brown. Patriots the other way. Carruthers the layup for the Patriots.
He's really taken on a really forceful role with his team.
He's taken on the role of Jude Harmon that we typically see. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Left side. Here's Snow. Gets around the finger roll.
Nice move.
Boy, good speed to get around the defense. Zach Snow already at 11 points. Here, just 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Good start to the game for the junior, who's really been hot of late for the Lions. Thompson over to the left side, Carruthers. Dean wants to go to the hole again, puts it up with the right hand, little short. Marion Adams battles for the rebound and gets it. Here comes Max Lustenberger, speeds into the front court. Gully drives in, back to Max, tees up the three ball for the Lions. No, too short. And Jude Harmon gets the rebound for the Patriots. Harmon drives in, high off the glass, the banker no good. Hawkins the rebound. 5:29 remaining, Lions up 9, 24-15, mid-range jumper, no. Adams, the offensive rebound, puts it up, oh, it won't go, but Amarion battling in the paint.
What you want to see?
That's going to be the first personal on D. Carruthers. So Amarion, who had 8 the other night at Harrisburg, his career high 10 points, has the free throw here. The 6'6" senior. Carruthers huffing and puffing as he comes to the bench, wipes off his face with the towel. Into the game to replace Carruthers is the 6'1" freshman Walt Windhorst. Second from Adams, off the back of the iron. Good tip by Colton Hawkins, but was right to Jude Harmon, who was in the backcourt. Harmon from the free throw line, jumper, no, and a foul on the Carterville. I believe it may be on Gully, and Maddox said no. Maddox Gully picks up his first. So Jude Harmon, who's only got 2 points here in the first 10 minutes of this game, at the line for 2, hits that first free throw. Harmon, also a junior. Second on the way. It's good. 4 in a game for Jude Harmon. Coming out of the game now is going to be Eli Brown. For Coach Joe Hossman, D. Carruthers back on the floor for the Patriots. 5 minutes remaining. Lions up 25-17, and a blocking foul called on Massac County. It's going to be on Carruthers. Second on D.
Okay. That's not good for them.
So Carterville's basketball, baseline right. Maddox Gully directs traffic to Hawkins. Throws it out. Anson Anderson's three. No, but Maddox Gully tracks down the rebound. Back to Anderson. Now left side to Snow. Zach skip pass here to the near side. Maddox Gully crossover into the paint. Got free. Nice little runner for Maddox Gully. Maddox with 8 on the evening. 4:40 remaining. 27-17. 10-point lead for Carterville. Harmon way up top. Throws it off the right side. Maurer, 3. No good. Gully the rebound. Here come the Lions, 3-on-2. They have numbers. What a feed down Marion Adams. Give the assist to Maddox Gully. 6 in the game for Adams. 29-17. Carterville trying to crank up the pressure. Maurer hangs and hits. Timeout on the floor with 4:05 remaining, a 10-point lead. Lions up 29-19, back in 30 on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Ralph's Small Engine. Highway 51 south of Elkville, the demo unit sale is going on right now. You could save thousands on remaining commercial demo units while supplies last. 10-point lead for the Lions. They're up 29-19 over Massac County. Coming out of the timeout, Lions have the ball. Maddox Gully skips it over towards Snow, but it was controlled by Hawkins. Down low, Amarion Adams, too strong, got his rebound. Yes, it's going to go for Amarion Adams.
Boy, to battle.
He's playing great ball tonight for Carterville.
Hey, who predicted that?
I think you did.
I sure did. I think the senior said, you know what? This is my opportunity to show what I can do as a starter.
So Amarion with 8 points already. 3 in the first quarter. Hits the and one here. 9.
Yeah.
For Amarion Adams. 3:44 remaining, 32-19. Carterville. Harmon. Got the screen from Mike Jones. Back to Harmon. Jumper, good. Two-pointer from Jude Harmon. 6 in the game now for the junior guard. Carterville. Snow. Works through the trap. Gets it to Adams. Amarion Adams down low, 11. Boy, he just adds just a new dimension to the Lions.
You darn right he does. He has height.
6'6". And guess what? That's a record, a career record in scoring for him. He's at 11 here tonight. 3 from the left wing is good from Landon Thompson.
Oh, he's been pretty super off the bench for them. Pair of threes.
The other way, Max Lustenberger's jumper. Gully gets it back to Amarion left. Hand off the glass and good. Feed the man. 13 first half points for Amarion Adams. Carruthers comes out. And Adams picks up the personal. Well, that seemed kind of innocent.
It was
looked like a push from
pretty mild
Carruthers.
contact, what it was. It looked like he's going to come out.
Dante Wilson comes in. Amarion Adams gets a nice round of applause. 13 first half points. Dante Wilson, another junior, in to replace him. Carruthers to Harmon. 2:25 remaining. Coming up at halftime. We'll break down this first half. Harmon's jumper was a nice shot.
He sure has a good shot.
8 for Jude. Hawkins gets in the paint. Hangs too low. Just bad positioning. The other way. Carruthers to Harmon. Harmon's layup is good.
Just like that, back with an 8.
And Harmon with double-digit 10. 36-28, under 2 to play here in the first half. Gully off the glass and good.
Too easy.
Just takes it right to the hole. He's always looking to take it to the glass.
Why not?
Carruthers calls off the rest of the Patriots, pushes him to the front court. He steps across midcourt. Gully on him, crossing over. Left side, 3, no good from Windhorst. Colton Hawkins gets the rebound. Colton inside the arc to the paint, puts it up, no good. Back-to-back poor shots from Colton. Here come the Patriots. Carruthers gets an easy layup the other way. Carruthers with 8, 38-30. With 60 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Gully hangs in the air, another easy bucket for Maddox Gully. He's just breaking right through the defense. What defense there is for the Patriots. Mike Jones, his shot blocked by Hawkins. Skip pass to Snow. Open for 3, yes!
Yeah. Looked like he wasn't even square to the basket, and he still knocked it down.
43-30, 13-point lead for Carterville. Just 25 seconds remaining. Carruthers looks back toward Joe Hossman, who stands out on the logo. Lions on the near sideline. Harmon now with 15, has the ball in his hand. Zach Snow has the defensive call here on Harmon. Between the leg, crossover into the paint for Harmon. Shot partially blocked. Snow gets it. 3 on the clock, 2 on the clock, 1 on the clock. Shot at the buzzer.
Oh.
No good. Ends the first half of action. That was a pretty good half. 43 points scored by Carterville. They lead it 43-30 here over the Massac County Patriots. 43-30 is our score. This Lions broadcast brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Also brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the City of Carterville, reminding you to drive carefully in the in-town construction zone, specifically North Division Street behind the fire department and where they're doing water main replacement throughout the city. City of Carterville says, let's go Lions. 43-30 is our score here at the half. Stay with us. Halftime report is coming up next on News Radio WJPF. What a first half for the Carterville Lions as they lead it 43-30. They led it 17-11 at the quarter break. And lead it here at halftime 43-30. When you look at the scoring, we'll start first with the Massac County Patriots. They're led by the 10 points from Jude Harmon, 8 from Dee Carruthers, 5 in the first half for Landon Thompson, and 4 from Zach Maurer. And the Patriots have scored 30 first half points. Carterville, what a first half for Amarion Adams, the leading scorer here at the halftime break. He's got 13 as he is playing in place of Harper Lustenberger, who rolled an ankle at Harrisburg, but 13 first half points for Amarion Adams, 12 first half points for Maddox Gully, 14 first half points from Zach Snow. He is teeing up the 3 tonight. He's got 3 3-pointers and a field goal. Also in the scorebook, 2 from Max Lustenberger and 2 from Colton Hawkins in that first half as well. And Carterville in control here in this first half at halftime. They lead it 43-30. What a great first half of basketball for Carterville.
Absolutely. I mean, when you shoot the ball well, you look like a great team, don't you? And they're doing a lot of things well in the first half. Running the floor well in transition, getting on the offensive glass. There have been at least 4 or 5 blocks, a couple by Amarion Adams, a couple by Colton Hawkins, one by, I can't remember who was the 5th one. But really good defense inside the paint at times. But the shooting of Zach Snow, outstanding, 4 3-pointers out of 7 attempts. And then Amarion Adams with a huge start tonight and showing that he is deserving of that start. And Amarion playing so well. He's only missed 1 shot down low in the paint. He's been great on the offensive glass. hitting his free throws. You know, it's been a good half for Carterville.
Yeah, absolutely. And Amarion, 10 of his 13 points came there in that second quarter. 43-30 is our score. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll continue here from Carterville High School. It's Lions basketball on News Radio, WJPF.
Are you
Carterville Lions looking sharp here tonight against Massac County. Dave McKenzie, John Homan with you. Brian R. Powell back at the studio. You got some first half stats.
Yeah, let's
for us.
take a look at the shooting stats. They were very good for Carterville, but we will start with Massac County, the visiting team here this evening. The Patriots 12 out of 30 from the floor, 40% overall shooting on 3-point shots, 2 out of 7, 28%. Free throw line 2 out of 5, 40%. Carterville lighten it up, 18 out of 34 from the field, 53%. 4 out of 10 on threes, that's 40%. Zach Snow has all 4 of those threes. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, 75%. Well done by the Lions. The 43 points is up there pretty, I won't say the most, but certainly on the short list of best halves for total points for Carterville.
They looking good. They got the defense going. You've got Amarion Adams with 13 first half points, and amazingly, what Colton Hawkins only with 2 points, the scoring leader for Carterville here at the half. And this is a complete opposite look of how we saw this game go in Massac back on January 9th when the Patriots beat the Lions 75-69. This is a tale of two cities right here.
Just finished the job. I mean that's the thing. I mean, haven't won anything yet. Had a great half. Now you need to go out there and reassert. You know, coaches always talk about those first 3 to 5 minutes of the second half being so key, and you can't let Massac get off the canvas. You got them knocked down. Now go for the knockout.
We'll see how that pans out, and I guarantee you that is exactly what the message was from Coach Shane Hawkins. You know, he's talked about it before, not being able to close out a game whenever they've had a big lead.
Well, maybe tonight's the night where they do. A couple of interesting halftime scores. Murfreesboro over Harrisburg. That's not a big surprise. 28-14. That score's a little surprising. 28-14 at the half. But the real surprising one, Centralia over Marion, 24-8 at the half. What a low-scoring defensive battle that one is.
My goodness. 43-30 is our score here. We'll be back in 60 seconds for second half action on News Radio, WJPF.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call
43-30 is our score as we get set for second half action here from Carterville High School. Only one regular season game left, and that's going to be a week from tonight when Darryl Murphy and the Murfreesboro Red Devils come to town. And then we get into postseason play. The Lions will play on Wednesday, February 25th. They will take on the winner of West Frankfort and El Dorado. Your Lions, the #1 seed, playing in that Massac County Regional. So 43-30 is our score as we start play. Teams flip sides. Massac moving left to right now. As they get the ball into the backcourt, they say it was tipped by Max Lustenberger, tipped again by the Lions, but right to Jude Harmon. Harmon working on Zach Snow. Gets it to Mike Jones. Now back to Harmon, out on the right wing. Jude backs it up toward the hash left side. Around the top of the key. Jumper, no good from Landon Thompson. Long rebound. Finally grabbed by Max Lustenberger. Into the front court. Zach Snow to the hole. Drives in, dribbled it off his leg. And that is going to be just the 4th turnover on the Lions here in this game.
Yeah, so far so good in that department, and don't want to see those numbers come up very much.
Carruthers, who had 8 first half points for the Lions, to Thompson. Thompson bounces it down low to Jones. Reverses it back out to Carruthers. Mid-range from D, good.
Nice shot.
Was a good shot, a line drive shot. He's in double digits now at 10, 43-32, 11-point lead for the Lions. Zach Snow to Gully, to Lusty, now to Hawkins, his 3, in and out, no good. Putback attempt by Gully, wouldn't fall, but a good offensive rebound. Here's Harmon, crossing over on Snow, gets to the hole, off the glass, the runner no good. Tip, Snow gets the board. He keeps it himself, into the front court. Over to the left wing in step 3 for Max Lustenberger, no good. Hawkins saves it right to Massac County. Outlet to Carruthers, who goes into the seats and throws it back out.
A little sloppy on both ends right now.
Snow's got a wide open 3. High off the rim, no good. Jones the rebound. So back and forth, Lions still up 11. 5:50 remaining, ball kicked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Patriots.
Played over 2 minutes and still haven't scored a point here. Need to get the offense going.
Massac, Carruthers has Adams matching up on him. A nice screen. Carruthers launches the 3, no good. And a foul is going to be on Eli Brown. And that's going to be the 3rd on Brown. 5:41 remaining. Still 11-point lead, but Carterville's ball. Here comes Gully. Bounces it to Hawkins. Back to Gully. Maddox spins. Backs it up. Feeds the high post to Adams, who kicks it to Hawkins. Open 3. His 3 no good. Amarion Adams gets an offensive rebound. Down low to Snow. Snow, the finger roll, good. 16 in the game for Zach Snow with a timeout on the floor. And the Carterville Lions back to a 13-point lead. We got a 30-second timeout here. Lions up 45-32 on NewsRadio, WJPF.
Growing up in Southern Illinois.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, offering programs for infants to school-age children as well as pre-K and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere. 45-32, Carterville. 13-point lead here with 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. D. Carruthers, the point guard, and a push foul on Zach Snow as he was behind Jude Harmon. Zach just picked up his second. That's the first team foul on the Lions. So now, Zach Maurer into the game, triggers in. Carruthers, mid-range shot. Amarion Adams gets the block. Good defense by Amarion.
Sure was.
So lengthy. Carterville throws it away the other end. But Amarion, who stands 6'6", long arms. Good closeout on Carruthers. So we're back to where we were coming out of the timeout. 45-32, 4:45 remaining now. Carruthers, backdoor feed to Harmon. Shot blocked by Hawkins. He takes it the other way. Into Zach Snow. Snow to Colton. Skips it over toward Max. Ball picked off. Here come the Patriots. They missed the layup and the putback right there to clean it up. Walt Windhorst, his first field goal. 45-34, 11-point lead. Gully, shake and bake at the high post. Over to Hawkins, right wing. Colton looks inside, skips it over to Snow. Pass picked off, lazy passing. And Shane, that's exactly what Shane's saying. He wants to throw that basketball.
3 turnovers and almost a 4th one right there on the Lions. They need to get those passes in much better shape than what they have been.
4 minutes remaining. Lazy passes. Hawkins, shot too strong. Long rebound to Snow. He can go right to the glass with it, and the runner's good for Zach Snow. 18 in the game for Zach. And a timeout on the floor here, and it's going to be a full timeout. 3:52 remaining. Lions are on top, 47-34 from Carterville High School on News Radio, WJPF. (47-34), Carterville on top here at Carterville High School over Massac County. On the floor right now, Marion Adams. It's the starters, Max Lustenberger, Maddox Gully, Zach Snow, Colton Hawkins. It's Patriots basketball, though. Here's Carruthers right wing. Adams on him. Top of the key to Harmon. His jumper, a three-pointer, is good for Jude Harmon. That's his first three-pointer of the game.
Only his second attempt from three-point land. I'm surprised.
He's got 13. Makes it a 10-point game, 47-37. Lions, ball tipped away, turned over by Maddox Gully. Carruthers, the leaner, he gets fouled.
Max Lustenberger looks like the guilty party, and he is. Lions have a comfortable enough lead for now, but the been very, very erratic on the offensive end with 4 turnovers in this quarter alone.
So Carruthers, the left-hander's free throw, no good.
Wow, he struggled from the line. 0 for 4.
Wipes off the hand as he steps back up, toes the free throw line with his left foot. Dribbles twice, deep knee bend free throw.
Okay.
No good. Hawkins, another rebound.
Know who to foul down the stretch, right?
They get it to Adams, but the pass was behind him. They turn it over. Fifth turnover on the Lions, and the runner's good from Zach Maurer. Maurer with 6. Makes it an 8-point game. Maddox Gully over to Snow. Zach takes the baseline drive. Couldn't finish, winds up on the floor. Massac gets the rebound. Over to the far side, it was last touched by Max Lustenberger. It's going to stay with the Patriots. Here comes Johnny Miller into the game, replacing Max. So Carruthers at the Carterville logo at midcourt to Harman. Here on the right wing. Throws it up top to Brown. Eli to the left side. Winds up with Harman. Another 3 is good for Jude Harman. Don't let him heat up. 16 in the game now for Jude Harman.
Don't like the way this game is flowing at all.
47-42, 5-point lead. The Massac fans cheering on their Patriots. Carterville fans kind of quiet, holding their breath. Hawkins on the block, puts the shot up, won't go, tipped around, but the Patriots, Maurer gets the rebound. So with 2 minutes left, Carterville's holding on to a 5-point lead.
Hawkins only 1 out of 8 from the field here this evening.
Yeah, he's got 2 points on the night. 47-42. Uh-oh, Harman open for 3 again. That was too strong. Colton Hawkins, even though he's cold shooting, he's hitting the boards tonight for Carterville. Here's Gully, lost his footing, put the ball on the floor again, ties it up, jump ball, possession arrow.
Did they get the timeout? They might have gotten the timeout.
They did get the timeout.
Yeah, I think they did. Avoided the turnover.
94 seconds remaining here in the third. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Steve and Rich's Barber Styling for men, women, and children, offering cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome on South Division Street in Carterville. Big win tonight for the SIU women's basketball team. They knock off Illinois State 84-60. They've been playing so much better of late.
They have been.
And tonight they pick up a 24-point win over Illinois State.
Should help with the confidence, I would think.
It's just 94 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Lions led it 17-11 at the end of the first, 43-30 at halftime. We got a 5-point game here, just a minute and a half remaining. Colton Hawkins backs it up, brings it over to the left side. That's Snow. Back to Hawkins, back to Snow. Snow back to Hawkins, long range 3 from Colton. That was no good. Adams, nice rebound for the Lions. Reset offensively. Snow, he gets his pass, comes right back to him, tried to feed the post and it was kicked. I don't know why there was not a kick ball. Comes to Snow, under his feet, winds up on the end line, and the turnover. Just that was a mess. That whole offensive set was a mess.
It certainly was, and it's reflected in the lead right now. Only a 5-point lead after having a double-digit 13-point lead, you know, both at the half and later. So
under a minute to go here in the third. Carruthers hands it off to Harman on the curl. Now that's Brown. Excuse me. That's Windhorst. Now Carruthers. That's Maurer back to Carruthers. He couldn't handle it cleanly, and a pushing foul.
It's a good call.
On Amarion Adams, it's going to be the third.
He kind of did it with the lower body, kind of gave him a little shove there, and he went out of bounds. So, yeah, they caught it.
So Carruthers kind of pulling at his right thumb on his non-shooting hand after he hit the floor. Jude Harman has the ball here with 35. Johnny Miller on him defensively. Backs Harman up toward the hash left side.
Should be a fun matchup.
Yeah, it should be. Jude comes in and then reverses out at the midcourt logo. Miller on him. 19 on the clock. 15 on the clock. Harman just killing time. He'll take the final shot. 10 on the clock. Takes it to the free throw line. Pull up three. No good. Tipped around to Harman. His shot blocked by Colton Hawkins as Harman was free for the shot.
But still time left to score.
3.4. They lob it in to Carruthers.
Good steal.
Gully gets it. Gets the shot off. Oh, no good.
Bottom of the net.
But Carterville still leads it. They're up 47-42, and we are going to the fourth quarter from Carterville High School here on NewsRadio WJPF. We are going to the fourth quarter here at Carterville. Lions have a 5-point lead. They are up 47-42.
You know, 6 turnovers in the third quarter tells me everything about that quarter right there. And
yeah,
main reason why the Lions only have a 5-point lead when they led by 13 at the half.
Patriots basketball. Just 7 minutes remaining. Harman drives in on Miller. Miller cuts him off. Back to Harman. He's got an open three. That was an air ball. Hawkins grabs it right out of midair. Gully now. Maddox into the paint. Puts it up. Good. Get back to doing that, Maddox. 14 in the game for Maddox Gully. 49-42, 7-point lead. They feed Maurer. He's down on the block. Little fadeaways, good for Zach Maurer. 8 in the game for Maurer. He's got a field goal in each quarter. 49-44. Gully drives in, kicks it to Hawkins. Ball fake by Colton. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Massac County. That
looks like Eli Brown, I think so. Yep, it's his fourth.
So Brown checks out. Coming into the game, Landon Thompson, the 6'1 senior. Thompson with 2 points in the game. Carterville's ball, baseline to Hawkins. Little finger floater from Colton Hawkins. He's only got 4 in the game.
Yeah, he needs to step it up.
51-44. Carruthers in the air. That's Thompson. His shot clipped the iron, but it stays with the Patriots. He takes it right back to the hole. Shot blocked from behind by Adams. Here comes Gully the other way. To the glass, hanging in the air. Amarion kind of got his feet taken out from under him, and the Patriots come away with it. And then a travel. Second turnover on Massac here in the last 26 seconds.
Yeah, good to see that Lions are playing better at the start of this quarter. Just need to finish it off.
51-44, 7-point lead. Maddox around the screen from Snow to the right block, off the glass and good.
Unstoppable tonight, isn't he?
16 in the game for Maddox Gully. 53-44. These two teams played in January. Massac upset the Lions 75-69. Carterville clinging to a 9-point lead. Carruthers, left side, 3, too strong. Colton gets the board. Now to Gully. Maddox asks for the screen for Max. He's feeling it. To the paint, hangs in there, gets fouled. Maurer got him with the body. It's going to be the first on.
Should be a shooting foul, I would think. And it is.
So Maddox, who of late has been struggling from the stripe, he's under 50% now on the season. But home cooking can make things look good for you.
Sure did so far. New night, new mindset.
17 for Maddox.
Well, spoken soon.
1 for 2, but Snow gets the rebound.
That's good news.
Zach, he's open. 3 for Zach Snow.
Dagger right there. Back to 13 again.
21 for Zach Snow. Lions back up 13, 57-44. Harmon trying to get free of Hawkins. Runner won't go. Maurer the rebound. Whips it up top. The shot from Thompson. No, too strong. Gully has it. On the run. Outlet to Adams. Adams gets the dunk the other way. Timeout on the floor. Colton Hawkins on the floor here on the near side basket. And here comes Brad Brush and Shane Hawkins.
Didn't see how he landed. But he's not, he's just staying flat on his back pretty much.
Now Colton dealt with a knee injury back during the offseason, coming into this season. Finally, he stretches out those legs, shakes off those legs, and is coming to his feet.
That's good sportsmanship. Joe Hossman,
yeah,
Massac County head coach over there, patting him on the back. You know, that's what you like to see.
Yeah,
sportsmanship.
Love me some Joe Hossman. He's a good man.
He's a one heck of a competitor. Has been over his career, and he knows there's more than just a ball game out there.
Yep. I had a great conversation with Coach. Got to spend about 15 minutes with him.
Lucky guy you are.
So Colton heads back to the training table. He outwalked Brad Brush to the training table, so we'll see. He seemed like he was walking okay, just a little ginger. So 5 minutes remaining. Carterville, 15-point lead, 59-44. Ball tipped off of Joe Hossman. Last touched by Joe Hossman. Shane Hawkins thinks it should be Carterville ball.
Joe was on the floor, so it makes it look a little worse than it was.
But it stays with the Patriots, 59-44. Harmon backs it up toward that far hash. Bounce pass intended for Brown. Brown to the hole. The runner's good for Eli Brown. 4 in the game for Eli Brown. 13-point lead, 4.5 to play. Shake and bake by Gully. Nice feed to Johnny Miller, who traveled with the basketball.
Oh, the ball was passed down to his feet, and that kind of makes it hard to catch and run with it.
Second turnover of the quarter. Look who's back in the game.
Yeah, good to see he's okay.
Colton Hawkins returns. So Carruthers, pull-up jumper from the elbow, good.
Nice shot.
D. Carruthers with a dozen here this evening. 59-48, 11-point lead.
Not nailed down yet.
Still plenty of time with 4 minutes remaining. Carterville, 25-3 on the season. One of those 3 losses to this Massac team. Carterville trying to tie, from what I can tell, a school record in wins, and Hawkins comes back in the game and scores from the paint. The best I can tell, 26 wins is the most wins. Unless somebody knows something different. But I went back through the records on the IHSA website. Pull up 3 from Harmon.
He's come alive in the second half with 3 triples.
He's got 19 on the game.
He just does it so quietly, it seems like.
10-point lead, 61-51. Tick, 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 3:10 remaining. Colton, way up high.
No need to be in a hurry.
Drives in, got the separation and a reach-in foul on the Patriots. And I think it's going to be.
Not sure who that. Oh,
Maurer picks up his second. Third team foul on the Patriots. Ball
off his foot.
Yep. In the backcourt. Look at Max Lustenberger.
Good hustle.
Gets it to Adams. Trying to get the ball free and a reach-in foul. It's going to be Carruthers, the third on D.
You know they're going to come out and trap you. You may as well be ready for it.
Here's Gully. Bounce pass to Hawkins on the left wing. Colton drives in, gets fouled again. That may be on Maurer again.
Yeah.
It is. His third. All 3 of his fouls here in the third quarter. So Colton Hawkins goes to the line, averaging 15 a game, 76% shooter from the line. Quiet night scoring-wise, but he's been busy on the boards.
He's had several blocks, too.
Yep.
Don't want to overlook that. That's easily forgotten, but he's had several.
Hits both his throws. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Ralph Small Engine, Highway 51 south of Eltville. The demo unit sale continues. Save thousands on remaining commercial demo units while supplies last. Game is also brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members, a better life for all. Ball tipped out of bounds by Johnny Miller. Good defense there. 2.5 remaining. Lions a 12-point lead, 63-51. Driving in, Thompson.
Gully on the foul.
Yep. It's going to be the second on Maddox. Lob pass to Harmon. Spins at the right elbow, throws it intended for Maurer, but it went over the top of his head out of bounds. Shane Hawkins talking to his team, trying to close this out. Avenge that loss, 75-69. Gully to Hawkins. Colton to Max. Run some clock. Colton near hash. Lobs it over toward Gully. Back to Hawkins. They have the floor spread, almost like a 4-corner. With the shot clock next year, you won't see this. Past 35 seconds.
That's true.
You may see it, but it won't be the old Coach Smith 4 corners that you used to see from Carolina's. Hawkins tried to feed the post. That wasn't a good pass.
No.
Third turnover of the quarter, and a back in the backcourt turnover on Massac, and over and back. So 91 seconds remaining. Joe Hossman goes to his bench.
Clearing it, yeah.
Carruthers comes out. He finishes with 12 on the night. Harmon comes out. He finishes with 19 on the night.
We'll see.
Eli Brown comes out. He finishes with 4 on the night. So Carterville. We'll see if Hawkins goes to his bench. He does. He starts tapping shoulders down the line. Off come the practice warm-ups. It's going to be Jack Donson. It's going to be Will Brzezinski. Luke Greer. Carter Woods, timeout to get the subs in. And finally, Cameron Gibbs coming in. What a ball game tonight for the Carterville Lions. They leave the game The starters do with a 12-point lead, 63-51. Cameron Gibbs takes it to the left corner to Greer. Now to Donson, to Carter Woods. Carter back to Greer. Will drives inside the arc. Carter Woods, his open three's no good. That's his first missed field goal for varsity. 3 the other way for the Patriots. Rebound grab by Cameron Gibbs. Outlet to Jack Donson. 35 seconds remaining. Carterville is going to win their 26th game of the year. Ball into the backcourt. Backcourt violation on Carterville. 4th turnover of the quarter.
9th of the half after only 3 turnovers the entire first half.
63-51. Patriots feed the post. Down low. Kick it out. Stolen. Jack Donson. Reverses out. Lions are going to hold. That's it. Carterville, how about that? They win it tonight. 63-51 to avenge that January loss at Massac County. The Lions now 26-3. They are 6-1 in Ohio Division Conference play. Massac County now 2 games under 500. They are 11-13 on the season, 3-5 in conference play. Carterville wins it tonight, 63-51, the final score. Stay with us. Post-game show is next on NewsRadio, WJPF. Nice win for the Carterville Lions tonight. They get the win 63-51. They improved to 26-3 on the season. And as we said, they only had 3 losses coming in tonight. One of those to the Patriots. The Massac County won 75-69. The Carterville avenges that January loss. When you look at the scoring, we'll start first with Coach Joe Hossman and the Massac County Patriots. It was Jude Harmon who finished with 19 on the night. D. Carruthers finishes with 12. 8 from Zach Maurer. Also in the scorebook this evening, 5 from Landon Thompson, 4 from Eli Brown, and 2 from Walt Windhorst. 51 points scored by the Patriots. Carterville led tonight by the 17 points from Maddox, or correction, let me back up. Zach Snow, the leading scorer, he finishes with 21 on the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers for Zach, who already shoots 56% from the field, the leading shooter for Carterville. And he finishes with 21.
And what's interesting about that, Dave, is that he was the only one to hit a three-pointer tonight for Carterville.
Yeah, yes, he was, now that you say that. Zach Snow with 21 to lead the Lions. 17 from Maddox Gully. Great game for Maddox tonight. How about Amarion Adams?
That's right.
That first half of action, he finished with 15 on the night. He had 10 of his 15 in that third quarter. That's when the Lions, or excuse me, in the second quarter, not the third quarter, but that was in the second quarter. That helped build that 13-point halftime lead. Max Lustenberger finishes with 2 tonight. You have 8 from Colton Hawkins. And that's it scoring-wise. Lions get the win, 63-51, improving to 26-3 on the season. We're going to go on and take another break here on our post-game show. We'll continue here from Carterville High School on News Radio, WJPF. Can't go wrong singing along to a little Cheap Trick here on a Friday night. Lions 63-51 over the Massac County Patriots, and Carterville led it 17-11 at the end of the first quarter. And then they just had an outstanding third quarter led by Amarion Adams. Extended the lead to 13 at the halftime break. They were up 43-30. Lions give credit to Massac County. They chipped away there in the third quarter. They come back and cut it down to a 5-point lead heading to the fourth, but Carterville able to extend that lead, got it back to 15-point lead at one point, and then they get the win here tonight by 12, 63-51, now 26-3 on the season. 6-1 in conference play. They have clinched at least a share of the conference title with just one game left in the regular season, one conference game. That's going to be 1 week from tonight when the Murfreesboro Red Devils come to town to close out the 2025 regular season. You got some stats you want to throw out real quick?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take a quick rundown here. For the Massac County Patriots, they were 21 out of 53 from the field, 5 out of 16 on three-pointers, and 2 out of 7 from the free throw line. Carterville, 26 of 53, so both teams shot the ball 53 times. Just barely under 50% at 48. 5 out of 14 on threes. As I pointed out a little while ago, Zach Snow had all 5 of those three-pointers. 35% as a team. 6 out of 8 on free throws, 75%, Dave.
63-51, the final score here this evening at Carterville. Coach Shane Hawkins joins us for our post-game show brought to you by John A. Logan College. Charge into your future. Visit jalc.edu. Coach Shane Hawkins joining the post-game show here. Hey, dude, that's a good tune.
I can't even hear myself think.
Hey, congratulations. Nice win for the Lions. Gives you your 26th win as a program.
Ties the school record that we set in 23. It gives us at least a share of the conference with a chance to win it outright next week. So a lot of positives out of it. Our play wasn't great. We had 2 long spurts where we were not very good. And it was really fundamental stuff. It got up and down there for a while. It got kind of really fast, and we settled for a bunch of threes off of one pass. Well, when those don't go in, it's jailbreak the other way. And then we had a spurt there in the third. We scored 4 points in the third quarter, and had bad turnovers. And a lot of the turnovers was we couldn't dribble in a straight line. I mean, we dribbled it off our foot. We kicked it out of bounds. We dribbled it strictly out of bounds, and there was opportunities that we got in the first half of getting them spaced and driving it to the rim. And we couldn't drive it to the rim in the second half because we couldn't dribble. We tried to have like 7 changes of directions and kicked it and fumbled it. And then we had a couple of rips that we just lost out of bounds. So some fundamental stuff, but if you can win your 26th and you can get a share of the conference championship and not play your best, then that's a positive.
Coach, I thought that, the second quarter might have been the best one you've had all year. 26 points in the second quarter. If that wasn't the best, it certainly is among them. And then despite the very off third quarter, you come back, you scored 16 in the fourth. So when push came to shove, you had an answer.
Yeah, we had 43 at half, and I thought again, we should have had 50 at the half. And then to get 20 in the second half, now we went a little bit delay there the last 3 or 4 minutes, so we had some longer possessions. But we weren't. I thought it was more of a lack of concentration. It wasn't an effort thing. It was a lack of concentration and a lack of focus, and had some really bad possessions offensively. But I thought we did a good job defensively. Not great, but we let Harmon get loose a couple times. The first half, I thought we did a really good job. He hit some tough shots. We can live with that. Second half, we had some bad breakdowns where we didn't see him coming and we didn't jump out and switch and gave him some open shots and kind of let him get his head up and get rolling. But man, you win a conference game by 12 at home, and that gives you 26. We're definitely not going to give it away.
Let's go back to that second quarter because I do want to give a little bit of love to Amarion Adams. He was outstanding in that second quarter, and we've talked about it. When you see, I don't care who it is, if the janitor gets hot and can hit the corner 3, you're going to feed the janitor. But everything he touched was going in, and he was working hard on the boards as well.
Yeah, they went boxing 1 for a while, or T and 1, and so we kind of moved Colton out to the side and played 4. If you play a 4-on-4, you have more space. I mean, it opens up the floor. So we were able to get seams and attack it. We got some layups off the drive, and then there was a couple times where after they'd come on rotation because we'd gotten some layups, and it was easy drop down, and then Mar was able to get some stuff. If we can just get him to stay there right in that spot, he can make as many layups as he wants. And it was good to see him have a night like that tonight.
On a night when Colton wasn't hitting his shots very well, not scoring a lot of points, he had several blocks, which I thought were really key because he was frustrating them inside the paint.
Yeah, he's just so long, and he has good anticipation. I mean, he reads things, and he's not going to go block it at the rim. He's not that kind of guy, but he can go get some stuff off the hand. And it was. I thought we did a lot of good things, but there were some fundamental things there we got to clean up. But again, you never give back win number 26, that's for sure.
No, absolutely. And the final person I want to talk about, how good has Maddox Gully been this season, going to the glass, playing to contact, and he's just gotten better all season long. And when they did go to that T&1, that he was the one that helped break that down.
Yeah, he's gotten to the point where he
he's more athletic than he looks. He's a little bit quicker than he looks. And he's gotten stronger. And he was able to, playing varsity basketball last year helped him a ton. Just seeing the strength and the speed of the game. And now, he got sped up so much last year, and it wasn't his fault. But now he understands the game. He understands the pace and the speed of the game, and he understands when to go and when not to go. But he's done a very good job of making the right read. When can I get to the rim? When can I get to the rim and shot fake? When can I get to the rim and draw and kick? And he's just, it's been a process. And he was really good at attacking tonight.
Coach, congratulations. Win number 26. You got one more game. It's a week from tonight. You get some home time. And it comes this final week. And it's going to be a big conference game.
Yeah, you got a chance to win the conference outright. And it's one of the few times in basketball you can be selfish. Yeah. Go win it. Go win it and not have to share it with anybody. And we know who they are. We know what kind of game it's going to be. They play us really well, or we play them really well. We've had really good games the last 3 years. It seems like we've seen a lot of them in the last 3 years. It's not going to be a whole lot of surprises. It's going to be who can go compete, who can have the least amount of breakdowns, and who has the toughness to go make winning plays. We'll look forward to it.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, guys.
Lions win it tonight over Massac County, 63-51 to pick up their 26th win, ties the school record for wins on the season, and just so proud of these guys, John Homan.
Well, you should be. All Lions fans should be proud of them. They're playing. Playing well. It's been a long season, but a very fruitful season for the Lions. 26-3. Are you kidding me? Tied the record for most wins all time by Carterville varsity basketball team, boys basketball team, and still games to play. Still got a game with Murfreesboro. Then you have the regional, where the Lions are the #1 seed. Unless something crazy happens, they're going to win at least a 27th game.
You would think,
and probably more.
Yep.
So, right now, you want to think, hey, can we get to 30? Well, they can if they win the regional and get a sectional win. They could be at 30. So, it's not out of reach. They just have to play well and be more consistent at times. And like when I say that, it's because they had a phenomenal second quarter. They had a very solid first quarter and solid fourth quarter. Just a bad third quarter, and that made the game closer than what it should have been. But if they're fitting the pieces together well, they're going to do very well, on the scoreboard.
Lions back in action 1 week from tonight. Murfreesboro comes to town. Lions win it tonight, 63-51. And again, big win, 26-3 on the season. Thank you to Brian R. Powell back at the studio from our broadcast partner, John Homan. I'm Dave McKenzie. Thank you for tuning in to Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. God bless everybody.
This has been a broadcast.
Thanks, bud.
All right, good job, gentlemen. By the way, at first regional, if that's Wednesday night, I will not be with you. That's Indiana State, but I'll get with Varney on that.
Okay, Bob. Thanks.
Logan College. Joe's Lawn Care.
Are we doing one, or
for animals.
Are we doing one? Are we
the
done?
SIU Credit
Yeah.
Union.
If we can do one.
Yeah, let's do
Or
it.
are you wanting to get Joe? Did you get him?
I'd want it, he'll be gone. I don't have time to run down there.
Okay.
I wish they were coming back this way, but they're not. They go out
the back door
over there. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this real quick.
It's okay. But yes, I would have liked to. That's okay.